In here is a tragedy. Art thou player or audience? Be as it may, the end doth remain. All go on.
All right, gamers, we are here. Man, I gotta tell you, it was nice to get some much needed time away from the stream. I'm sorry for it being 5 whole ass days since I've been on, but it was necessary. I needed that time to just take a step back and not be, you know, not be live like all the time. I have a new hat. It's actually a hat that I had a very, very long time ago, but I found out how to make it look not like shit. It basically needed one of those inserts so it could keep its shape. And it is the Zero hat. Look at that. I haven't worn this hat in a very, very long time, because it looked like shit in the past, but now it actually looks good. Let's go. So new hat. We went back to the low profile. Well, I never changed. I was gonna switch on stream, but I went back to the low profile mic arm because I'm just obsessed with it. How are you doing tonight, Kendo? Long time no talk, I feel like. Maybe it hasn't been as long as I feel, but it does feel like it's been a while. Yeah. Yeah, that's another reason why I wanted to wear this hat, because it's like, it's a relevant reference for this stream. I mean, look at that. This is right up my alley. That was such a great MGS2 stream, dude. That was, you know, there are some games out there that I have to wait a little while before I replay them, and MGS2 is one of them. If I just play that game constantly, it sort of loses its impact, but if I wait a decent time between playthroughs, it's just as impactful every single time I play it. And man, that is one game that really gets me every time. Really, really gets me. Love that shit. And always will. Oh yeah, man, for sure. Yeah, yearly affair for sure. Look, let me show you how I fixed this hat. It's actually kind of funny. So, I ordered some inserts for this, which is like those little inserts that help it keep shape. But until that insert comes in, I literally just put cardboard in. Look, dude, it looks like shit if I don't do this. Trust me. Had no option. So that helps the logo. See, it helps the logo stay propped up, so you don't have to do that yourself. Dude, I had to DIY it because I didn't even know that what the name of the inserts was. I found out that it's called a crown insert. So I went ahead and ordered them off of Amazon, but for the time being, yeah, I had to DIY that shit. Look at that. Does it or does it not do a good ass job though? I mean, it does a good job. All I'm saying is I got the results I wanted. I got the results I wanted, and that's all I'm concerned about. Mother flippers. Oh, man. Yeah, so we had the eclipse today, and it was super uneventful because where I live, it was super cloudy. So all I saw was cloudy skies that got slightly darker, like marginally darker, and then immediately went back to what they were. So there was absolutely nothing special about that. Dude, there were some people. There were some people that were actually going insane about that today. Like they were talking about, oh my God, end of the world, this, that, and the other. It's like, dude, I heard all this stuff in 2017 as well. Whenever we had our last American eclipse in 2017, I heard all the same stuff. End of the world. It's like, just cross another one off the list, because I've legit lived through like 6 end of the worlds in my lifetime. I lived through 1999, I lived through 2012, I lived through the 2017 eclipse, the 2024 eclipse. There was some like random date in like 2016 where a guy had like a religious, like a televangelist kind of, but not really. He was like an internet preacher, had gotten like a big congregation of people together for a date that he just was so sure was going to be the end of the world. And then it just turned out it was a complete scam, and he just used that as an opportunity to steal people's stuff and run away. Legitimately, he stole all their money and just ran away. Like went completely on the fucking run. Like what an actual scumbag, dude. Just weaponized, you know, people's beliefs and fucking ran off with all their stuff. Pretty much, dude. In my lifetime, at least. But yeah, that is so scummy, for real. Absolutely scummy. I was actually watching a really interesting video. You guys know how I won't shut up about carnivore diet here lately? Well, as I was getting ready for the stream, I saw a trailer for a documentary called Keto Cured My Crohn's. And if you don't know what Crohn's disease is, it's basically like an intestinal inflammation disease that people say is virtually uncurable. Like you pretty much just have to be medicated for life. You know, you have to be on anti-inflammatory medication and all these other immunosuppressant things. Well, a guy found out that maybe he's like a 1 in a million case, but he was able to cure his own Crohn's by changing his diet. And he actually recorded, I don't know if this is illegal or not, but he actually went in and was like recording his doctors fighting with him, telling him that dietary changes will not heal ever Crohn's, and that he has to be on medication. And he proved them all wrong. It's like, what the hell's going on here, man? Not saying that all doctors are quacks, but I've heard of a few digestive issues that have been solved by, lo and behold, diet that doctors say won't be, and like you need to be on medication. So, you know, definitely when there's a situation like that, sometimes you definitely got to get a second opinion. I was watching not too long ago at all, actually. It was just about a year or so ago. I was watching a guy who had like severe GERD, which is gastroesophageal reflux disease. He had severe GERD and he was on a medication called pantoprazole, which is a really intense proton pump inhibitor, basically an acid reducer. But it was a really intense, like, you can't get this over the counter. Like, you have to be prescribed it. It's a really strong version. And he was able to completely reverse all of his GERD symptoms just by switching to a keto diet and using apple cider vinegar tonic once a day. And the science behind it is that it actually, what happens is your stomach has a sphincter at the top of it. Okay. So like when where your esophagus ends and your stomach begins, there's a muscle there. Like it's literally a sphincter. And it opens when the acidity of your stomach is either too low or too high. But when the acidity of your stomach is balanced, it remains closed and you don't have heartburn issues. So people have found out that by taking apple cider vinegar tonics once, sometimes twice a day, and switching to a keto diet, not eating like very inflammatory foods, you can pretty much get rid of all your heartburn symptoms. And I did that for like 2 weeks and it actually worked for me. My issue was that I was a dumb fuck and went back to eating inflammatory foods, and then it stopped working, and then it gave me the worst heartburn I've ever had in my entire life because I fucked up the diet. But it did work. In the time that I was doing it correctly, it did work. So I can vouch and say that yes, it in fact does work. Yeah, I was thinking of some sub badges as well. Sub badges and bit badges I want to work on next, and I'm probably just going to go to an artist on Fiverr for those, but if I ever want any more emotes, I'm absolutely going back to Gummy Lotion. Because like I said, we basically have like character, you know, this emote character now we have, and I can use that as a foundation to build all kinds of other emotes now, which is really cool. So that's what I intend to do. And I think it'll work out really well. But anyways, glad to be back. I was not really feeling burnt out when I finished MGS2. There's so much of a backlog, and I still didn't get finished. I mainly just got a lot of stuff exported over to YouTube, but I still have to get like all the thumbnails and the titles. Oh man, I gotta be honest, you guys. Like, I almost feel like dropping the VOD channel some days just because it's so much non-stop work. Like every single time I stream, it creates more work for that channel. I literally don't even have that channel for any monetary anything. The VOD channel exists solely so I don't lose Twitch VODs. That's it. So I have no delusions that this channel is here for like a monetary reason. It's only there so I don't lose VODs. So I figure, you know, I could just leave all the VODs here instead of downloading them and just not publish them, but I may as well publish them anyway. Who gives a fuck? The only problem is some of the Silent Hill 2 tracks are getting copyrighted now, so I have to be careful about that. I've Been Losing You from the Silent Hill 3 soundtrack has also been getting copyrighted here lately. Thank you. Which is weird because I've Been Losing You is an unreleased song, so why is that getting copyrighted? I don't know. I don't know. But I would assume that a lot of the reason for that comes down to the new game, Silent Hill 2 Remake. A lot of the songs like Promise, I had to remove Promise from my playlist because Promise just gets fucking copyrighted every single time it plays. And there's nothing I can do about it, so. And I guarantee, like I said, I guarantee it comes down to the fact that the new game is coming out, and those are going to be some of the songs that they're probably remixing or re-releasing or re-recording. I don't know, but they have to be because that's why they're getting so strictly copyrighted. They probably renewed some kind of license on them, and now you can't play them, whereas you used to be able to. Which is kind of dumb because when you really sit and think about it. I mean, what's the... I don't get it. Although I don't really get a lot when it comes to DMCA and Twitch and all these different things. It pisses me off anytime I sit down and think about it. It's like just an exercise in futility, you know? I mean, you have a whole ass community. Wait, what? Oh, I'm so stupid. What the fuck? I didn't even do my last couple thumbnails the right way. I forgot I was literally just doing text on the screen for a long time. Anyways. Point being is a lot of the Silent Hill 2 songs are going to start to get copyright struck, whatever you want to call it. And so I'm probably going to have to go to a different playlist. I might just have to use lo-fi. I might just have to use public access or whatever they're called, you know, like the zero copyright free lo-fi or some shit. I don't know. Because it's getting to the point that even if it's, I think 15 seconds is the minimum. So if it's 15 seconds of unedited audio from one of the songs, which can be heard loud enough, even if I'm talking over it, can be heard loud enough, then it hits the whole video. It's like, this video cannot be monetized. It's like, I don't give a fuck. It wasn't monetized anyway. But they keep threatening me every time, telling me that it can't be monetized. Like, oh no. Whatever will I do, dude? I can't monetize a video that I didn't even intend to get a single fucking view. I just put it up so I don't lose the VOD on Twitch. But yeah, I was actually watching an analysis of that sort of final call part of MGS2. God, it's so good, man. So good. Just that whole conversation at the end where, you know, the Colonel and Rose are still talking to Raiden after him and Solidus crash land in at Federal Hall. But, you know, it's not GW anymore. It says that, you know, they're another AI that was born, they say, out of the White House. Like the White House was their primordial soup. And just that whole conversation is so amazing. They touch on so many things that are extremely relevant now. Extremely relevant. Have you guys seen the new fucking... Now, Kendo, maybe not you because you're not in the US, but there's a new meta on YouTube for weather YouTubers. Literally, you just put a massive map of the US with a big red area and an arrow pointing to it saying like, not good, or uh-oh, or here we go again, and just say severe storms on the way. And that's how you get views now. It's so fucking stupid, dude. Look at this thumbnail, by the way. Not good. Uh-oh. Oh, shit. Just a big fucking arrow pointing to a large area that says not good or breaking, and then a big risk area. And they're fucking all over the place, dude. There's like 17 different weather channels that have popped up just in the last few weeks that are all doing this too. Every time around April and May, which is like the big storm season in the US, they all do this shit. And I don't want to sound like an asshole, but I did call one of them out. I was like, dude, it literally sounds like you want severe weather so you can get more views. This seems like a lot of clickbait. And he actually responded and was like, my thumbnail shows no risk areas, just the areas impacted by the storms. It's like, dude, come on now. Don't be ridiculous. Of course. I'm not judging you. I'm not going to judge anybody for clickbaiting. Clickbaiting is the blood that clickbaiting is the engine that keeps YouTube going. It really is. Everybody clickbaits. We all have done it. I've done it. Every fucking YouTube creator has clickbaited. There's nothing wrong with it as long as you admit it. But if you blatantly clickbait and then you lie and say that you don't clickbait, that's where the fucking problem comes in. Yeah, it's like, uh-oh. Severe weather on the way. Tornadoes. And hell. Big ol' hail is on the way, dude. Look at this. Here's another one. Major storm, it says. OMG. They should just put OMG right there. Well, this is looking like shit because I had to... Look at that. Major storm. Big arrow pointing over all this fucking area. Even though if you were to look at like the forecast for these upper states here, it's probably like rain. But they have to highlight it in red, so it just signals danger. It's so clickbaity, dude. But anyways, yeah. There's a lot that I want to do in terms of... I have 3 podcast episodes I need to get up too. I need to get Dave, Gohan, and Future Mute's videos up. And they're all just sitting in my privated videos because I haven't like done the thumbnails, even though the thumbnails take like 2 seconds. You know what I mean? It's just like, it's a lot of work that stacks up. And I don't want to sound like I'm bitching because I'm really not. I love doing it. It just really is a lot of legwork. It is a lot of work to keep these channels going. Even though it may not seem like it, I promise you it is. Like, you have to set aside several hours to make decent thumbnails for all the stream VOD ones just to get them up. And like I said, the whole point of that channel is not even to fucking get views. Literally, I do not give a fuck about views on the VOD channel. It's just there to make sure I don't lose them. I don't want to lose VODs. Because I think... Oh yeah, by the way, there's a thing called Twitch Enhanced Broadcasting. I need to go ahead and opt into the beta for that. You can apparently opt into the beta really easily. Okay, so I opted in. So basically they have a thing called Twitch Enhanced Broadcasting. So what it is, I'm gonna get flashbanged by this site over and over, aren't I? So it has multiple client-side encodes. Why is this not? Okay, thank God. I was able to set the night mode back up. Here, I'll just show it. Fucking stupid to just sit here talking about it instead of showing it. Okay, so Twitch Enhanced Broadcasting is a new thing that they're doing. So multiple client-side encodes. Transcoding is a process that creates multiple video qualities for your originally high-quality streamed content. Providing multiple video qualities enables viewers experiencing poor network conditions to watch without buffering. Transcodes are provided to many, but not all Twitch streamers. Automatic stream configuration, which I wouldn't fuck with, but apparently you can, even if your connection is not the greatest, you can apparently stream in 1440p, which is really cool, because 1080p used to be the limit. So they're going to experiment with 1440p and possibly even 4K 60 streaming, which is crazy. That's going to be so much bandwidth, though. Holy fuck, that's going to be so much bandwidth. And then the big one is the new encoder called AV1. So open royalty-free video codec designed for live streaming. It's one of the newest codecs in the video ecosystem and offers better quality compared to other codecs such as AVC and HEVC. This is what I'm using, I'm pretty sure. I'm using NVENC, but I think it's called NVENC HEVC. Oh, exclusively to RTX 40 cards. Fuck. That sucks. I have a 30 series. Well, anyways. Oh, I was gonna say, they better not say Windows 11 is required. I mean, didn't they fucking shut Twitch down in South Korea because of this? Like they literally couldn't afford the bandwidth. So how can anybody expect them to afford the bandwidth of things like 4K 60 streaming in the US, a much larger area, an incredibly large area compared to South Korea? I don't understand how that's supposed to work. I don't know. We'll see. I also think that I will admit, I think it's kind of weird because as amazing as Metal Gear Solid 2 is, that part with Fortune at the end is really cringy. I'm not gonna lie, where she just like decides with the power of friendship alone to put her hands out and just stop the missiles. And there's literally an anime moment where Ocelot's like, what? Impossible. You know, the literal fucking DBZ anime moment. And then Snake just says she really is Lady Luck. Oh my god, that part is so bad. Like I could have done if they just completely deleted that part, I would have been totally fine with that. Just cut that part out. Cut that part out and the game is a fucking masterpiece. That's all I'm saying. That's all you have to do is cut that part out. Just a sec. Anyways, I grabbed some water because I was fucking dying. And I still am a little bit, but just woke up from a nap like less than an hour ago. But yeah, I really was feeling some Metal Gear Solid 1 tonight. Either Metal Gear Solid 1 or Silent Hill 1, but I feel like we just played Silent Hill 1 like 2 weeks ago. I'm pretty sure we did, actually. Let me see, because I'll definitely be able to see it in my VODs. Yeah, I mean, I played it on January 14th as well, and I know I've played it since then. Dude, why can't I find this? What the fuck? How brain dead can one man be? Oh, I know why. I'm not even in the right browser. Yes, we played it on March 18th. It's literally not even been a month yet. So I should probably chill out on that. When did I last play MGS1? I actually don't know. Well, going all the way back to early January, I haven't. November? Looks like I didn't play it in November either. Or October. Oh my god, October of last year was fucking crazy, man. October of last year was fucking insane. It really was. Just thinking about that shit. Okay, so we last played Metal Gear Solid August of last year. It's been almost a year. So you know what? It's time. Let's play it. And you know what? How about this? After MGS1, we play Evil Within Akumu. And that shit doesn't stop until I complete it. I don't care if it takes me a whole 30 days, I will complete it. I'll watch all the strats I need to watch, try to replicate them. We'll do everything in our power to beat fucking Akumu. And we will make it happen. But for right now, let's play some MGS1. Yeah, I guess we'll just... Audio should already be working, but maybe not. I would have heard it already if it was. There we go. I really should do like a no radar run. That would be fun. No radar would be incredibly fun. Unfortunately, I'm very stupid at this game still, and I need the radar. Oh yeah, what's my controller charge at? Okay, we still got 2 bars. I am gonna need to do this though. Alright, we gotta let this play. Fucking masterpiece.
The nuclear weapons disposal facility on Shadow Moses Island in Alaska's Fox Archipelago was attacked and captured by next-generation special forces, being led by members of Foxhound. They're demanding that the government turn over the remains of Big Boss, and they say that if their demands are not met within 24 hours, they'll launch a nuclear weapon.
Dude, that little, like, bottle clinking sound is all over this game. It's everywhere.
And the president of Armstech, Kenneth Baker. Both are being held as hostages. Secondly, you're to investigate whether or not the terrorists have the ability to make a nuclear strike and stop them if they do.
What's the insertion method?
We'll approach the disposal facility by sub.
And then?
We'll launch a one-man SDV. After the SDV gets as close as it can, dispose of it. From there on, you'll have to swim. High-Tech Special Forces Unit Foxhound. Your former unit, and one that I was a commander of.
So they're still around.
There are 6 members of Foxhound involved in this terrorist activity.
Dude, I could actually play this off the disc. It actually renders a little bit sharper, oddly enough.
Sniper Wolf, the beautiful and deadly
It makes no
Sniper.
sense, but it's true.
Decoy Octopus, Master of Disguise. Vulcan Raven, Giant and Shaman. And Revolver Ocelot, specialist in interrogation and a formidable gunfighter. And finally, in charge of them, Foxhound squad leader, Liquid Snake.
Liquid Snake.
The man with the same codename as you. The nuclear weapons disposal facility covers the whole island. I'll instruct you by codec after you reach your target.
Anyone going with me?
As usual, this is a one-man infiltration mission.
Weapons and equipment OSP?
Yes, this is a top-secret black op. Don't expect any official support.
Dude, this looks so amazing still. The fucking glory days of Konami when all the shit they put out was like 5-star gold and you knew that it was going to be 5-star gold. I can't even pick extreme? Why not? Surely I have a save on this memory card. Oh, I don't. Oh, I'd probably have to switch memory cards for that. Oh yeah, because I filled up one of my virtual memory cards, didn't I? I don't know how, but I did. I would love to watch the This Is How You Don't Play. It's so fucking hilarious for this. It's so infuriating too. If you even know the slightest little bit about these games, it's just infuriating to watch.
Stay alert. He'll be through here. I know it. I'm going to swat down a couple of bothersome flies.
I really wish there was a way to play Japanese with English subtitles, but the problem is the translation's not that great.
This is Snake. Colonel, can you hear me?
Loud and clear. What's the situation, Snake?
Looks like the elevator in the back is the only way up.
Just as I expected. You'll have to take the elevator to the surface, but make sure nobody sees you. If you need to,
Oh yeah, I can move this over a little bit too.
frequency is 140.85. When you want to use the codec, push the select button. When we need to contact you, the codec will beep. When you hear that noise, press the select button. The codec's receiver directly stimulates the small bones of your ear. No one but you will be able to hear it.
Got it. Okay, I'm ready to go.
Perfect. My timing's gonna be all fucked up now though, because I took the time to go do that.
What was that noise?
There we go. Also crazy how this loads faster than HD collection. HD collection takes fucking forever to load the codecs.
You better hide somewhere.
Something to do, I don't know if it's a valid excuse, but something to do with the Blu-ray drive being tougher to access than a CD drive or something like that. I don't fucking know. That was Blue Point's excuse though, for why it took longer. Jeremy Blaustein, also the guy who translated Silent Hill 1, 2, and 3. Maybe even 4. And the guy who came up with the famous Symphony of the Night line, "What is a man but a filthy little pile of secrets," or whatever the fuck it is. Yeah, he also translated that, so he actually did a lot of very famous work. Jay Blau, as he's known. Yeah, on Extreme, there's like 3 guys that come out of here. If you take too long, he actually asks you what the problem is. And if you're really fast, he says age hasn't slowed you down one bit. So we should get the age hasn't slowed you down one. I don't know either, man. Why they would select 3 first? It's like the most random decision. It's like remaking Silent Hill 2 first and leaving the first one stuck on PS1. Like, why the fuck would they do that? I get that you want to remake the most popular ones, but what a weird decision. Like, start with 1 and then move to fucking the later ones. It makes no sense. Start with the ones that were held back by the limitations of the hardware, you know what I mean? What's up, by the way, sick boy? But I'll be honest, this is one of those PS1 games that the thing about Kojima is he actually takes full advantage of the console he makes his games for. That's why the PS2 versions of MGS2 and 3, they actually got downgraded when they made the HD collection in a lot of ways. I'll talk about that after this.
I'm nice and dry, but it's a little hard to move.
Bear with it.
I like being able to move the whole game over there, so none of the subtitles are cut off.
Take it easy, I'm grateful. If it weren't for your suit and your shot, I would have turned into a popsicle out there.
An anti-freezing peptide, Snake. All of the genome soldiers in this exercise are using it.
I see. I'm relieved to hear that. Already tested, huh? By the way, how's the diversionary operation going?
2 F-16s just took off from Galena and are headed your way. The terrorist radar should have already picked them up.
Behind D.
Behind D? Colonel, what's a Russian gunship doing here?
I have no idea, but it looks like our little diversion got their attention. Now's your best chance to slip in unnoticed.
Dude, I wonder if that made my theory right, because I said in my Silent Hill community needs to stop video that Silent Hill 2 sold the most, and it's well known that they never actually released the sales data, like fully. After Silent Hill 1, they never released all the concrete sales data, so maybe Silent Hill 2 across all regions did outsell 1. Maybe that's why they did it.
Deadline. You've got to hurry.
Wow, you must be crazy to fly a hind in this kind of weather.
Who's that?
Oh, sorry. I haven't
Yeah, I had some people in the comments calling me out, like, actually, Silent Hill 1, if you Google it, sold the most. I was like, okay. And then you find out, like, after 2 seconds of Googling that, oh, actually, they never released all the sales numbers past, like, 2004. So who the fuck knows if it actually did.
Nothing. I just didn't expect a world-class designer of military technology to be so cute.
You're just flattering me.
No, I'm serious. Well, I know I won't be bored for the next 18 hours.
Come on. I can't believe I'm being hit on by the famous Solid Snake. But I'm surprised. You're very frank for a trained killer.
Looks like we both have a lot to learn about each other.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to learning about the man behind the legend. But first, let me explain about your Soliton radar system. The bright dot in the middle is you, Snake. The red dots are your enemies.
Man, these games, something else that I really love about them, and I said this about Life is Strange as well, they just encourage you to take your time, and I love that about them. They're not about rushing in any way. You just take your time, listen to the conversations, you know, it's awesome.
The DARPA chief was injected with the same GPS transmitting nanomachines as you.
By the way, what do you think of the new hat, Sick?
As a green dot.
Get whatever information you can from him about the terrorists. If he's alive, that is.
Looks almost identical to all my other hats, but we're out here.
Snake, your radar isn't affected by the weather, but if you're discovered by an enemy, you won't be able to use it.
Yes, it gets jammed easily, I'm afraid.
Yes, it's all made from currently existing technology. You won't be able to use it in an area with strong harmonic resonance, so be careful.
I think the voice acting of this time, like 1999, no, or 1998, no other games had voice acting this good. Period, end of story, absolutely not.
You up so
That was another thing that was revolutionary about it.
Contact me if you want me to record your current status. My frequency is 140.
It wasn't just that the translation was so fucking good. It was that the voice acting itself was great.
Don't forget it.
Remember, except for your binoculars, you're naked. You need to arm yourself with whatever weapons you can find.
I remember. First, I'm strip searched by Dr. Naomi here, and then all my weapons are taken away. Imagine yourself put in that position.
Well, if you make it back in one piece, maybe I'll let you do a strip search on me.
I'll hold you to that, Doctor. By the way, sorry to disappoint you.
Wrong button, sorry.
Smuggle out my smokes.
How did you do that?
In my stomach. Thanks to the shot you gave me that suppressed my stomach acids.
Cigarettes? How are those going to help you?
You never know.
So he had cigarettes inside of his stomach and like puked them up when he got here just so he could smoke them? What the hell's his problem?
If you want to get in, there's the front door. It's the fastest way, but there's too much risk of being spotted by the enemy.
I can't just knock on the door and ask them to let me in. There's one sentry on the left and one on the right. They're armed with 5.56ers and pineapples.
5.56 meaning the FAMAS ammo and pineapple meaning grenade, obviously. I don't know why they didn't explain that. Or not just have him say FAMASes and grenades.
The air duct near the door. There should also be a duct on the second floor.
I can't see it from here.
I'll let you decide the best COA. I'm counting on you, Snake.
Well, first things first, we gotta get the chaff. Whew, always a little bit scary. Oh, wait. No, the chaff is in the middle. I'm so stupid. Oh, this is gonna be tough now. Okay.
A surveillance camera?
Now, the chaff does kill your radar for a second, but we need this because it's going to give us stuns. Okay. Now, it kills my radar too, so I got to make sure that I know where this guy is. Okay. I'm going to get the SOCAM out of here. It's funny, if you don't grab the SOCOM here or in the weapons storage when you first get inside, the cutscene with Meryl, he doesn't have it, and he just holds out his hands. Like, he actually does this with his hands. Because he doesn't have the gun yet, he's just pretending to have one. It's so weird. Like, why would he just pretend to have a gun? Okay, so this guy's asleep. Pretty sure we can flip him. No, I got caught by the fucking okay. Of course, we got caught by the camera because I was too stupid to avoid it. It's okay, though. They completely forget that I'm in here after that. Master Miller.
Snake, this is McDonald Miller. It's been a long time.
Master, what are you doing here?
I quit being a drill instructor, so I moved out here for some peace and quiet. I'm in retirement, just like you. Once in a while, I still help train the Alaskan Scouts.
Passing on the skills to a new generation, huh?
Campbell told me about the situation here. I thought I might be of some use.
There's no one I'd rather have in a foxhole than you.
Well, I know lots about survival in a harsh environment. I've lived in Alaska longer than you, so call me if you have any questions about the
I'm such a coffee addict, dude. Every time I remember that I have coffee, I just get happy all over again. That's a hopeless addiction, dude.
Or Alaskan field mice. Don't worry, they can't hurt you. Wild field mice don't have a thick layer of fat, but they can still survive the bitter winters here without hibernating. They dig tunnels under the snow. That's where they stay warm.
Survival specialists, huh? I should learn from them.
But there's a dark side too. Sometimes the males will kill and eat offspring that's not their own.
To ensure the survival of their own genes, right?
Yeah, pretty brilliant program, huh? If there are mice, that means there must be an exit somewhere. Follow the mice.
Oh, I wonder if before you actually meet people like Nastasha, I wonder if you can call her frequency. I'm pretty sure it's 141.52 for Nastasha. Oh, you can. You can call her right away.
Nastasha Romanenko, a pleasure to work with you, Solid Snake.
You're the nuclear specialist that the Colonel mentioned?
He didn't even mention her yet.
You can ask
That's
me
funny.
anything about nukes that you want. I am also a military analyst, so I have an extensive knowledge of weapon systems as well. They asked me to participate in this operation as a supervisor from the Nuclear Emergency Search Team. I was happy to accept. We must not allow terrorists to get their hands on nuclear weapons of any kind. I hope I can help you to stop them.
You're a tough lady.
Those terrorists are serious about launching a nuclear weapon? The world cannot stand by idly and allow that to happen, and neither can I. Unfortunately, all I can do from here is provide you with information.
Hopefully that'll be enough. Another soldier here wouldn't make a difference anyway. It's good to work with you, Nastasha.
Same here, Snake.
So any weapon you pull out, she'll talk to you about it. So we have the SOCOM out now. So if you call her, she'll tell you about the SOCOM.
Good. You found a SOCOM. That's a Special Operations Command pistol. It's a 45 caliber pistol with
This is so
plenty of
cool,
stopping
man.
power. It's also equipped with a LAM for nighttime combat. If you hold down the weapon button, you can train the laser sight on the enemy to help you aim. If you find a SOCOM suppressor, you can equip that too. That pistol was designed specifically for use by special forces, so I think it will be useful. Some people find it a little heavy and hard to use, but it shouldn't be a problem for you.
She talks about the chaff and the stuns too.
That's a chaff grenade. It's a special grenade that disperses thin, narrow metallic strips of various lengths and frequency responses. It can confuse electronic equipment. It will be useful against machines which depend upon electronic sensors. Naturally, for it to be effective, you must use it before you are attacked. If you are expecting an attack, spread the chaff beforehand. Those are stun grenades. They are often used in sensitive operations such as freeing hostages and that sort of thing. Sometimes they are called flash bangs or sound and flash grenades. They make a big flash and lots of noise, which will disorient and disable your opponents temporarily. You have to understand that they won't kill the bad guys, but just stun them for a few seconds. Use them wisely.
Dude, I love Nastasha so much. I think Mei Ling scolds you if you smoke.
Sorry, the Soliton radar won't work in a narrow space. Too much harmonic resonance. The radio
Tone down the riz.
interference, and we can't analyze the topographic data.
I just asked her a question,
Try getting on
dude.
until you get to a more open space, okay?
Actually, I think if you save, it reduces your rank. So
Don't give up, Snake.
let's try to save as infrequently as possible. Let's see if Naomi scolds me.
Snake, when you enter a narrow space, you'll automatically go into intrusion mode. Press up on the directional button to go forward, and down to retreat backwards. You can also press right or left to face either direction. Advance while hiding yourself, pay attention to the enemy's actions, and make sure you're not discovered.
But be careful. You can't attack while you're in intrusion mode either.
And even if you go into intrusion mode while you're being chased, the enemy's grenades will still follow you. Snake, First, you've got to find the DARPA chief. Look for clues.
I just love that this game, you can pretty much just call every single thing that happens, you can call everybody in your codec memory list and they will have something unique to say about it. Just about everything in the game. I don't know how the fuck they fit all these voice lines in the game. I really don't. But it's amazing that they did. Now, I'm used to always going in through the top, so we're actually going to come out near where the tanks are. Here. We just got to follow the mice and they'll tell you where the exit is. But I think there's a ration? No, no ration here. So I'm actually going to have to go up to the top really quick. Okay. So here's something cool. If you keep tapping R1, his foot actually will not hit the ground, and so it won't make the sound that the enemies can detect. Which is like very cheap, but it works.
Use the elevator to change floors. There should be a cargo elevator that you can take down somewhere around there. Try to find it.
Just hold up. Please don't. Okay. Whew. Almost got caught. Alright, sweet. So we don't have our level 1 security card yet, so we just have to go this way. But I'm looking for one of those two doors over there. I also don't know what that is. Maybe thermal goggles or something? No, I want to do extreme. I have to do this playthrough to unlock it though, because this is a fresh memory card. It's a digital memory card that's on the PS3, but I have to do normal first to even get that option. Okay. Oh, it's more chaff. Okay. Yeah, if you already have the SOCOM, it gives you thermal goggles, but if you don't have the SOCOM, it gives you the SOCOM. So now we've got our thermal goggles, and that'll help us with seeing lasers. Look how fucking cool this game is, man. After all these years. Yeah, extreme is kind of insane, especially when it comes to the mashing. You have to do like 6 rounds of mashing during Ocelot's torture. European extreme is even more crazy in MGS2 because during Solidus's torture, you have to mash for like 55 straight seconds at an insanely high speed. Okay, where is our boy? All right, we got some space here. Don't turn around, you fuck. Okay. So another strategy, sometimes you have to wait for the elevator. If you just hit it twice, it automatically comes down. Sometimes you have to wait, but if you press it twice, for whatever reason, it shows up instantly. I guess it's an oversight. B2, I'm pretty sure is what we need first. No, this might be the weapons area. We actually need B1 if that's the case. I like hard because it's no radar. This is one of the only games that you can actually do. As long as you know the timing and stuff, you can do it pretty easily with no radar. I would have a lot tougher time doing MGS2 with no radar. Yeah, this is the right one.
Look at the radar. It's picking up the DARPA chief. He's the green dot. Hurry and rescue him.
You can actually do this really cheap thing where you turn around here and then you just stand up. I forget exactly how it works. It's like it's like you spin and then you just stand up. He's just gonna tell me how to climb the ladder. It's not crucial. He's just fucking telling me how to climb the ladder, dude. I don't need this call. Anyways, you can do that and then you can skip all the way to Ocelot's torture. And you don't have to do like basically the first half of the game. So that's this speed running strat, but I'm not speed running, so I don't need it. I don't need this shit. This is the same voice actor as Peter Stillman in the second game. You can look down and see Meryl here. See?
Is that a woman? Not.
I wonder, does Campbell say anything about her? Let's ask him.
It looks like the chief is being held in a cell. Find some way to get in there. Hurry up and get him
What's
out.
up, Fudge Me? Turning that light up just a little bit there. It's getting a little bit too dark. Looked like I was just hiding in the shadows. How you doing tonight, sir? Playing some good old, wholesome, comfy MGS1. Can't go wrong with this game. Hope you enjoyed that 2 playthrough the other day, by the way. And sorry for taking like 5 straight days off. I needed some time away from the computer, I'm not gonna lie.
Snake, the DARPA chief signal is
I am not gonna lie.
that area. Isn't there some place to drop down? Take a look around in first-person view mode.
Oh, it was a really good break. Yeah, I got tons of sleep, got caught up on everything I needed to get caught up on, work projects, everything else. So we're chilling. Really glad to be back. Because as hot and uncomfortable as being under all these stream lights can be for some people, this shit's like home for me after doing it all these years. I'm arguably more comfortable here than anywhere else.
Save you. You're the DARPA chief, Donald Anderson, right?
You here to save me, huh?
Yeah, it's definitely Peter Stillman.
I'm the pawn they sent here to save your worthless butt.
Really? It's true.
Dave Chappelle. Nah.
You don't look like one of them. In that case, hurry up and get me out of here.
Slow down. Don't worry. First.
Oh, dude, save those bars for the mixtape, dude. Whoa. You can't just drop that shit, dude. Gotta save that for the tape.
The terrorists are threatening the White House. They say if they don't accede to their demands, they'll launch a nuclear weapon.
Sweet Jesus.
That line doesn't even make sense. Accede to their demands? Don't you mean concede?
Could launch a nuke.
How do they plan to launch?
There's some weird ass lines in 3 as well.
Mental warheads. They shouldn't have access to a missile.
What I'm about to tell you is classified information. Okay? We were conducting exercises with a new type of experimental weapon.
Don't say it.
Change the world.
Don't say it.
What?
A weapon with the ability to launch a nuclear attack from any place on the face of the Earth. A nuclear-equipped walking battle tank.
He's gonna say it. The gamer word.
Metal Gear. It can't be.
He said it.
You knew?
Metal Gear.
The most secret
Yeah, Metal Gear.
How did you know that?
Would a nuclear railgun even work? Dude, the most ridiculous iteration of this is the Shagohod.
So that's the reason you
A fucking 300 mile per hour jet boosted tank that fires nukes. It's like they just sat around thinking of the stupidest, most cartoonishly evil Metal Gear they could imagine.
scrapped.
On the contrary, it's grown into a huge joint project between Armstech and ourselves,
Fucking Shagohod is the most absurd thing ever created.
and then proceed to mass production. If it hadn't been for the revolution,
Revolution.
Rex has fallen into the hands of terrorists.
Rex.
Metal Gear Rex, the code name for the new Metal Gear prototype. They're probably already finished arming the warhead they plan to use with Rex. These guys are pros. They're all experienced in
It's
handling
Johnny.
weapons.
Hey, shut up in there, will ya?
That's also the same shut up in there, will ya, they use later on for Snake, by the way. If you start punching in the cell. Literally the same voice line.
But I thought that all nuclear warheads were equipped with safety measures. Some kind of detonation code that you have to input.
True.
You mean PAL? Yes, of course. There is a PAL. It's set up so that you need to input 2 different.
We all need a PAL in our lives.
The device.
There are 2 passwords?
Yes. Baker knows one, and I know one.
Baker? The president of Arms Tech.
That's right.
PAL Europe? Yes, the video standard. Did you guys know that PAL games ran at 50 hertz for a ton of years, and their solution to that was just to make games run like 17% slower? So like all Nintendo 64 and PlayStation 1 games just run slower in Europe. It's so weird.
One of the members of Foxhound. He has psychic powers.
This is bad.
Even PS2 was like that.
It's a matter of time before they get Baker's too.
It didn't get fixed until PS3 360 era.
If they find out Baker's password.
Yes, they'll be able to launch a nuke anytime. But there is a way to stop the launch.
What?
The card keys.
I don't think that's the reason. I don't think that's the reason. What's up, Doc? How you doing, sir? Oh, we just got started, dude, so we're chilling.
Yes. You can stop the launch.
That card key.
So where are the keys?
Baker should have them.
How you doing tonight, man?
Listen, you need 3 card keys. There are 3 different slots to put them in. You need to insert a card into each one of them.
Okay, 3 card keys. Do you know where they might be keeping Baker?
Somewhere in the 2nd floor basement.
2nd floor basement?
I never paid attention to this dialogue as a kid and I got lost.
To an area that has a lot of electronic jamming.
Any other clues?
Yes, they cemented over the entrances, but didn't have enough time to paint them. Why don't you look for the areas where the walls are a different color? Here, take this. It's my ID card. It'll open any level 1 security door. It's called a PAN card. It works together with your body's own electrical field.
Oh, I don't doubt that happens.
It transmits.
Dude, we didn't even get any eclipse like totality here. It was literally just a cloudy sky that got mildly dark, and that was it. It got marginally darker than usual, and then I just was like, oh, it's getting bright again. Well, that was boring.
Gotcha. Okay.
Guess I'll wait 21 years.
Wait a minute.
What is it?
You haven't heard any other way to disarm the PAL, have you? From your bosses or anyone?
No.
Are you sure you haven't heard anything?
I just said no.
So does the White House plan to give in to the terrorists' demands?
That's their problem. It has nothing to do with my orders.
But what about the Pentagon?
Pentagon? What is it?
Hey, what happened?
Dude, it's been so long since I played this with vibration on. I forgot that there's vibration all over the place in these cutscenes. Playing on a DS3. Gold, satin, silver, DualShock 3. What happened to Meryl post MGS? She only comes back in 4, I believe.
Dead.
But she reforms a new Foxhound unit and comes back in 4. I think that's the only time she actually comes back, though. She's like disappeared in 2 and 3. Well, obviously in 3 she wouldn't exist because it's like 30 years before she was born.
A heart attack, but
A heart attack? No. Colonel, are you hiding something from me?
Absolutely not. Snake, you've got to understand.
That's fair, Dr. Red. That's fair. You can take away my Tylenol rights if I get too wild.
Get access to the complete file.
You want me
That's
to
fair.
believe that you're in charge of this op, but you don't have complete access to the file?
I told you, the Secretary of Defense is in operational control. I'm just here as your support. Snake, we don't have time to debate. Get out of there and find President Baker.
Yeah, so what I find is like kind of conflicting about Metal Gear is that why is Solid Snake way more impressive of a character than Big Boss? Shouldn't it be the other way around? Like, I thought Big Boss was the legend. And, you know, Leonfon Terrible, that project, spawned clones of him because he was such an incredible soldier. But I think Solid Snake is way more impressive than he ever was. In, like, every way. And it almost kind of defeats that whole legend about him. Maybe that was intentional. With the whole premise, like, the theme of the theme of Metal Gear Solid 3 being that legends aren't all they're cracked up to be. But, I don't know.
So you killed the chief, you bastard.
I could probably take a good 300 Heinz, I'm not gonna lie.
Liquid?
On a good day.
No, you're not. Don't move.
Is this the first time you ever pointed a gun at a person? Your hands are shaking. Can you shoot me, rookie?
Careful, I'm no rookie.
Liar. That nervous glance, that scared look in your eyes. They're rookie's eyes if I ever saw them. You've never shot a person, am I right?
You talk too much.
You haven't even taken the safety off, rookie.
I told you I'm no rookie.
You're not one of them, are you?
Open that door. You've got a card, don't you?
Why?
So we can get the hell out of here.
Looks like we'll be a little delayed.
What are you doing? Don't think. Shoot!
So my strat for this is to not shoot. I just flip them and grab them from behind and let Meryl do all the shooting. That way they don't count as kills. You know? I just keep flipping them. I don't think she starts shooting them until... She won't start shooting them until after this, though. I don't think you can get away with not killing any of them. I know that for sure. Solid Snake is the Captain Rex to Naked Snake's Django Fett. I just never really thought Big Boss was all that cool in comparison to Solid Snake. And look, I'm not here to rag on MGS3 the whole time, but I just find that game really boring. Like, the whole first 3 hours is mainly just listening to Major Zero drone on about different shit. Over the radio. That's literally all it is. I guess I have to. Oh no, I can use stun grenades. I'm so stupid. That's what I should have been doing the whole time. What? Oh. I guess stuns don't work. Well, and that's the end of Solid Snake. After all this, dude. We're on track for Codename Elephant, dude. What else is new? I'm gonna try this. I want to see if it actually works. Mei Ling Triple S for sure. Did you know Mei Ling and Isabella from Dead Rising 1 have the same voice actors? Kim, my guest, is her name. What? Why didn't that work? Bullshit. Two stuns ain't gonna do the trick. I think I literally have to kill them. How do you get Big Boss then? Because I know big boss rank, you can't kill anybody. You have to get 0 kills, 0 alert statuses, or maybe it's like less than 5 alert statuses, but I know you can't kill anybody. I know for a fact you can't kill anybody. I guess we're just going to have to kill these first 3. I considered it, but the game wouldn't let me do it, dude. If the game would let me do it, I would absolutely run like a bitch. That's one of the only strategies applicable here. Fuck it. There we go.
What are you waiting for? Shoot!
Don't talk to me like a rookie.
I'm telling you, shoot!
Now we don't have to do it. Now basically we just stand here and flip them as they come in. Like that. And like grab them like this and she'll shoot them. Oh shit. Take him out, Meryl. Nice. Good shots. Basically, this is the strat. Unfortunately, I think Meryl can shoot me too. Yes, they do depend on rations and continues, but you also need to make sure you don't have any kills. So the way to do it is just to let Meryl shoot all these guys. So like you can get 1 punch in or just grab them, but yeah. And then you just stand over here when they throw the grenades and she's a tank, because... Yeah, like just 1 punch and then let her do it. Alright, cool. That was horrible, but I'll take it. I definitely need to practice. This is so stupid, dude. This like zoom in on her ass as she runs away.
Wait.
Kojima, you fucking perv, dude. You little perv. Oh my god. What's up, Gummy? I fucking love those emotes, dude.
You've killed him. I'm sorry, sir.
His mental shielding is very
Zoom on this.
Now we'll never get that detonation code.
Oh no.
Boss, I have a good idea.
Letting you know to watch her gyat later in the game. True. You literally have to look at you literally have to watch her gyat to track her down later. And listen to the sound of her gyat wiggling, and I'm not making that up. It literally makes a sound. We have a new hat tonight, gamers. Check this out. One of my cats is named Zero too, so it's very applicable. Very applicable for the stream.
Good girl. Just like that.
You had a fat crush on Meryl when I first played this. You should see her in MGS4. She's a fucking 10 in that game. Unfortunately, Snake is an owed man by then.
Naomi, I just had some kind of hallucination. Is it from the nanomachines?
No, Snake. The nanomachines are functioning properly.
So what was it?
It must have been psychometric interference coming from Psycho Mantis, Foxhound Psychic. Think of it as a mental feedback loop.
They are. I mean, they are amazing. I haven't played 4 in a long time, but 1, 2, and 3 are all amazing. 2 is my personal favorite one. I've finally come to that decision after a lot of thanking. Look, dude. How can you not love this game? There's a naked guy with a censored ass. I fail to see the problem with this game. Meryl straight up stole this little pissant's clothes. Well, you're not missing much. Unfortunately, Metal Gear... So, really quick, because I love to tell a little bit of stories. MGS5 is what forced Kojima out of Konami because he spent over $100 million making that game, and he fully intended to spend another like 50 million. But Konami, like higher up, stepped in and basically said, no, you can't spend that much money on this single fucking game because they didn't think they were going to make their money back. And he took that as them not trusting him to make the money back. And it kind of, you know, created tension between his team and the higher ups at Konami. Because at the time, Konami wanted to focus on mobile games and they didn't think a console game could make the money like that. And he was like, why would you doubt me after all these years of successful games? But yeah. So they wouldn't give him the money that he needed. So the game essentially just went unfinished. It was really shitty. Okay. Go B2. And then we get to do one of my favorite fights in all of Metal Gear, the Ocelot fight. Yeah, my problem, Gummy, is that when I was a kid, I played this and I didn't have a fucking memory card. So I would have to replay this first like hour, and I never listened to the conversation where he told me to look for the areas that are painted a different color, like this. It also makes a unique sound. And because my little dumbass didn't pay attention, I always got lost and I would just wander around for all eternity until I had to turn the PlayStation off. Check this out. Oh, no problem. Let's see. Can I get in here yet? Okay. So we can't get in the room with the lasers, but I was going to show you that if you smoke the cigarettes, the cigarette smoke, when he blows it out, it actually reveals where the lasers are. So you don't need the thermal goggles. You can actually just use the cigarettes for that. Yeah, there are 2 laser rooms, but I don't need them yet. We need C4 to blow this up. Like, that's such a unique idea. Fucking what other game? Yeah, this is definitely a laser room, so check this out. Oh, it's not, actually. Never mind. Well, there's the C4. It's weird that you need the security card to unlock it from the inside. That's very bizarre. Anyways, let's blow this one up. Oh yeah, and every single, like I said, every single weapon you get, you can call Nastasha and she'll tell you about it.
That is C4 explosive, a plastic explosive with a texture similar to clay. So you can shape it in almost any way you want. Although it has 1.4 times the destructive power of dynamite, it is highly...
Oh, nice. I see you got your artist badge, but did you actually accept the attribute? So, Gummy, I don't know if you have to accept that or not, but I attributed those emotes to you and it said that it was pending approval from you or something. So I don't know where that goes as far as your Twitch, but I think you'll need to accept it.
Make sure you are sufficiently far enough away when it goes off. Also, as you know, the sound of the explosive will alert your enemies, so be careful.
Yeah, we can't call Deep Throat.
They were conducting exercises with this new Metal Gear prototype. Is that what the DARPA chief said?
Yeah.
What the hell?
So you know about Metal Gear.
Just rumors. I heard it is some kind of walking tank that can deliver an accurate nuclear strike from any terrain. Mountains, deserts, swamps, wherever. But you are the real expert on Metal Gear, aren't you, Snake?
Yeah, I guess I am. But what about the PAL system that the DARPA chief mentioned?
It is a device attached to a nuclear weapon system to prevent the missile from being armed alone.
Missile? I love her accent, dude.
A detonation code or combination is necessary to launch the missile.
In Japanese, she actually has like a really almost childlike voice, you know? It's a very cutesy voice.
If the terrorists find out that one too.
Yeah, I've got to hurry and rescue President Baker.
It was surprising to me because I expected her to have a kind of more masculine voice like she does in this. Oh, literally nothing of use in here. Okay. Oh, that's fair. Anyways, the one we actually need is down here. Boom. And then the electronics get jammed, so we can't call. You can get more C4 on the other side of the elevator secret room. Yeah, you can also get more C4 outside with the tank, I'm pretty sure. In that one little cave area. But I don't use C4 for the tank anyway. I just use the grenades. They're busted good. If you get a good throw.
Am I too late?
You got a stack of badges, dude.
Don't worry, I'm here to save you.
No, don't touch it.
C4.
Yeah, I talked about it before, but Raiden's Japanese his voice is almost as deep as Snake's. It was really surprising. And then Quentin Flynn sounds way more feminine and higher pitched in English.
Special Operations Foxhound.
Fuck yes.
Revolver Ocelot.
Yeah, he sounds like it too. The whole time just moaning as loud as possible.
Now we'll see if the man can live up to the legend. This is the greatest handgun ever made. The Colt Single Action Army. 6 bullets, more than enough to kill anything that moves. Now I'll show you why they call me Revolver.
I love this fight so much. So basically the premise is you just shoot him and then you just change directions. Like if you can hit one shot, especially when he reloads, it gets pretty easy. But like you see how he stops to shoot. Whenever he stops to shoot, you can generally get a shot off. As soon as you're able to get one, then you basically have the whole fight in the bag. I mean, you can CQC him, I'm sure, but... Look at this dude. He's just... What a pussy, dude. Yeah, there's... Oh, well. He fucking bamboozled me. Idiot. Oh, that was close. I was like pixels away.
Don't you want to settle this?
That should be it. Easy.
You're pretty good. Just what I'd expect from the man with the same code as the boss. It's been a long time since I had such a good fight.
Yeah, he ain't meowing anymore, dude. The meowing days are over.
Stealth camouflage. Can't you even die right? You were lucky. We'll meet again.
He's holding his arm with the gun as he runs away. What a weird image.
I like you. I have no name. That exoskeleton.
My SOCOM doesn't even have a suppressor on it. That's weird that it did in that cutscene.
Can you talk?
Who are you?
I'm not one of them. The DARPA chief told me he gave them his detonation code. What about yours?
Oh,
Forget it. Jim sent you. You're from the Pentagon.
Answer my question. What about your code? There's no time.
I talked.
What? Now the terrorists have both codes and can launch any time.
It's not like I didn't fight. I managed to resist Psycho Mantis's mind probe.
He couldn't read you? How'd you do it?
Surgical implants in my brain.
Surgical implants?
Kind of like a psychic insulation. Everyone who knows these top secret codes has it.
Even the DARPA chief?
Of course.
But the DARPA chief said Mantis got his code by reading his mind.
Are you sure you heard him right?
Yeah, I'm sure. In that case, how did they get your code?
I never had any training on how to resist torture.
Yeah, it seems really simple for a Kojima thing.
Oh, he's not human.
Considering how deeply he thought about the term Solid Snake when naming the main character.
He broke it.
Looks like you're more than even now. His was sliced off.
Ha, you're a funny man. So the DARPA chief, is he okay?
Dead.
What? Can't be. No, that's not what you promised, Jim. Now you want to shut me up? Oh.
Stop hitting me, old man.
What's wrong with you? I just told you I was here to save you. I didn't kill the DARPA chief. He had a heart attack or something.
A heart attack? Oh, don't be a fool.
Anyway, the terrorists have both codes now.
Those boys are totally insane. They wouldn't hesitate to launch.
I agree, but what do they really want?
Oh, who knows? Maybe they're like us in the arms industry, always looking forward to the next good war.
Well, I'm not gonna let these maniacs start a war today. You still have the card keys?
Card keys?
To override the detonation code. I heard you had them.
No, not anymore.
What? Who does then? Not the terrorists.
No, that woman.
Woman? Who?
A soldier that was thrown.
He really does. He's got the DSP headset dent. Welcome back, Dr. Red.
She said she had just joined up as a new recruit. They threw her in prison because she refused to take part in the rebellion.
A new recruit? Could that be the Colonel's niece?
I gave her the key. Looks like she managed to break out of here, though. I hope she's okay.
I'm sure she is. She's green, but as tough as they come. But how did you know she escaped?
I was in contact with her by codec. Until I was tied up here, that is.
Codec?
Yes, she stole it from the guard. If she still has it, you should be able to contact her.
I'm sure she still has it. What frequency was she at?
Oh, yeah. Let me tell you, it's...
Anti-piracy here.
Oh, sorry. I forgot.
Damn!
Oh, that's right. It should be on the back of the CD case. Try to contact her.
I'll contact her right away. But tell me, if this doesn't work, is there some other way to prevent the missile launch?
You need to find Hal Emmerich, one of my employees.
Who's that?
The team leader of the Metal Gear Rex project. A genius at engineering, but a little bit of an oddball. If there's anyone who can figure out how to stop Metal Gear from launching, it's him.
Just give it to Meryl. Oh no. Yeah, she would smuggle it. She does say that though, right? She smuggles it somewhere where they can't find it.
Well, he's probably being held somewhere in the nuclear warhead storage building. It's north from here. That's where he worked.
I understand, but why Metal Gear? The nuclear age ended with the turn of the millennium.
Oh, you're wrong. The threat of nuclear war isn't gone. In fact, it's
greater
than it's ever been.
That's exactly what she says. She's like, women have more hiding places than men.
Nuclear fuel and plutonium is increasing even today. Listen, have you ever seen a warehouse full of nuclear material?
No.
Drums and drums of nuclear waste stacked this high, as far as you can see. Because there's still no real way to dispose of the stuff.
So they just close the lid and try to pretend like it'll go away?
Essentially, yes. And they're not even doing a good job of storing it. Many of the drums are corroded, with nuclear waste seeping out of them.
Unbelievable.
Not only that, but several pounds of muff are reported every year.
Muff?
It stands for
Muff? You can't say that, dude.
It proves that there's a large,
Cancelled.
well-organized black market in nuclear
Oh my god.
Furthermore, since the end of the Cold War, Russian nuclear engineers in particular are out of work with no way to turn.
The way he says that line is so weird. He's like so desperate. Nowhere to turn.
Scientists for making a country can have a nuclear weapons program.
What about the other superpowers?
Russia and China still maintain a significant nuclear presence. Complete nuclear disarmament is an impossibility. To maintain our own policy of deterrence, we need a weapon of overwhelming power.
He's gonna say it.
You mean Metal Gear?
He said it.
Yes. You know our industry suffered quite a blow.
Oh my God, he said it.
Due to this so-called peace.
I remember.
Yeah, ban this game.
Mergers and takeovers among the big weapons makers.
Yes, and after my company lost their bid to produce the Air Force's next line of fighter jet, the Metal Gear system was our last ace in the hole. That's why we pushed to have Metal Gear developed as a black project.
Black project?
Secret projects paid for by the Pentagon's black budget. You can avoid a lot of red tape and get a great lead time on your weapons production. And no one can bother you. Not even those bleeding heart liberals on the military.
Not the liberals. Get those liberals out of here, dude.
Bribes. I prefer to think of it as good business. Anyway, Metal Gear was going to be formally adopted.
The bleeding heart liberals. It's so funny that he just says that.
Give a crap about you and your company.
Yes, that's about what I'd expect from a grunt like you. Here, this is what you came for, right?
What's that?
An optical disc. It's all here. The main hard drive was destroyed by gunfire. This is the only remaining copy of the data.
What kind of data?
All the data collected from this exercise. Don't play dumb. I know you were sent to get this. I hid it from that sadistic maniac while he was torturing me. They don't know this disc exists. Make sure you report this to Jim. To your boss.
Jim Hausman?
Your my card too. It'll open up all security level 2 doors.
Can you walk?
No.
Oh my God. Scared the fuck out of me. Appreciate that, she.
I have one more question. Who or what was that ninja thing? It looked like you knew something.
That ninja? That was Foxhound's dark little secret.
Dark little secret?
An experimental genome soldier.
You know him?
You should ask Dr. Naomi Hunter from Foxhound. She knows better than I.
It's incredibly loud, but I just leave it that way for the meme at this point.
Got to stop them. If it goes public, my company and I are finished.
What? Doesn't Metal Gear use currently existing technology?
Metal Gear itself does, but... What did you do to me? Oh, no. Oh, no, it can't be. Those Pentagon bastards. So, they actually went and did it.
What are you talking about?
They're just using you for...
Cool thing about that is since he's having a heart attack, the controller has a normal heartbeat vibration at first that speeds up and then it just like flutters out right there at the end.
What the hell?
Very cool. He's getting vibrated to death pretty much, dude.
Colonel, are you listening? Now he's dead too.
I have no idea.
Don't lie to me.
It looked like another heart
Hey, no
attack.
problem, Gummy.
Some kind of poison?
Yeah, let me know if you didn't get those tribute notifications and I'll send them over again. Let's see if it's showing up.
Damn.
Snake, I want you and Mary.
Grandpa's wild for that.
I trust her.
More than you can
Oh, you just accepted them? Cool. Yeah, they should show up once you hover over the emotes here pretty soon.
There's a lot of electrical interference coming from there. It should be okay if you do burst transmission like us, but normal transmission is probably impossible. Try moving away from that area.
Snake, get a hold of yourself.
Naomi, what the hell was that ninja thing? A member of Foxhound?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes, we have no one like that in our unit.
Is that right?
Snake, I'm counting on you.
Alright, every time we beat a member of Foxhound, we get more health. Now we have grenades. Let's talk to Nastasha about these.
You found some grenades. Just pull the pin and it explodes after 5 seconds. You can get a lot done during those 5 seconds, Snake. How you use them is up to
Why'd she say that so, like, seductive? Camera time? Oh yeah, so what I was gonna say, there's a lot of weird fucking lines in MGS3 as well. Like, one of the main ones is when Colonel's talking about, or when Zero's talking about the boss. No, sorry, my fucking brain. When the president, in that one cutscene where, like, Khrushchev calls the president, he says, the boss was a legendary soldier. During World War II, she was the one that led us to victory in that war. Like, it's such a weirdly translated line. There's no reason for him to say it like that. Like, you already said during World War II. You don't need to say she was the one who led us to victory during that war. We get it. There's just a lot of weird lines like that in 3. Is this one of them? No, for some reason I always think that they're... She gets off on waiting for grenades to cook, apparently. This is definitely the laser room. It's so obvious. So anyway, obviously you can use the thermal goggles to see these. But very cool is you can actually use cigarettes as well. And if you turn away, the cigarette smoke stops revealing it. But if you get close up, you can see. So you actually don't have to grab the thermal goggles to make this happen. So there's our FAMAS rifle. I'm not shitting on Snake Eater. I'm just saying, like, it has some weird things about it. I would love to enjoy Snake Eater, but I don't know what it is, man. It just doesn't do it for me. I can't even really tell you why. It just doesn't grip me the way that 1 and 2 do. Okay. Yeah, the song is arguably the best part about it. And the music in general, like the Snake Eater song and the credits song are fucking amazing. Run, bitch. Okay. Nice. Now we got our box. To heliport written on it. Let's see, do they say anything about this? Oh yeah, I haven't been talking to Master either.
A cardboard box, huh? Just like Zanzibar.
It saved my skin more than a few times in outer heaven, too.
I like the Zone of the Enders box in too.
Use out of ordinary on-hand objects is the first principle of survival. It's especially important in covert operations.
I haven't forgotten what you taught me.
Does she say anything about it?
A cardboard box. A cardboard box usually consists of a thin paper.
She's really gonna tell me what cardboard is made out of?
They are usually made of recycled paper. It was first invented in Europe over 100 years ago. It was originally used to absorb one's sweat when wearing hats. With the same amount of wood to make 1 wooden box, you can make 6 or 7 cardboard boxes. And since it's recyclable, it's highly economical. In addition, it's strong and easy to store. That's why it's widely used for packing. But to avoid damaging weapons and other delicate instruments when shipping them, they should be packed in stronger boxes like wood or something. Also, the crevices should be filled with styrofoam to prevent them from moving around. So, anyway, what's with the box?
Oh, nothing. No big deal.
What a speech she just gave about a box.
What have you got there? A cardboard box?
Yeah, remember that trick?
That's the Snake I remember. Those poor fools won't know what hit them.
Those poor fools. Goddamn, go in on them, Colonel.
What can I do for you, Snake? Good luck, Snake.
Oh, she didn't even have a proverb for me. You think Meryl likes the box? Of course. Oh, by the way, I was going to show this. So the digital version, you actually can access the manual. It's all been digitally scanned in. So you can actually get Meryl's codec from here. So if you go to page 28, which unfortunately we have to like go all the way through here. Beautiful manual, by the way. Just gorgeous manual. I actually have the paper version too, but it's just colorful. There's so much great information. There's backstories on all these characters. But the screen we need is right here. So there's Meryl right there. 140.15 provides support and valuable background information. Yeah, I mean, this is a 61-page manual. I know, manuals used to be so fucking sick. All information about these weapons, mission briefing, all kinds of instructions about how to do CQC, how to change weapons. Tactical reload and shooting while running. And then look at these illustrations of Snake, Meryl. Why is Otacon not on it? Probably for a spoiler. They don't want to tell you about him yet because you haven't met him. But you meet all the characters that it lists very, very early on. That's probably why. You get to see what these characters look like, not just their head portraits. Here's the Special Forces Unit Foxhound. Got Liquid Snake, Ocelot, Vulcan Raven, Sniper Wolf, Psycho Mantis, Decoy Octopus. And then the Genome Soldier. Like, this is amazing, dude. The amount of detail that they packed. They even show you what Big Boss looks like in this. There's Nastasha, Master Miller, Hal Emmerich, Donald Anderson, Jim Hausman, Kenneth Baker. Look at this. All this information about Foxhound. All this information in general. It's a whole ass glossary in here. Yeah, it would be. It would be his corpse. This tells you what DARPA is, what Arms Tech is, what ATGC is, nanomachines, gene therapy, stealth camouflage, powered exoskeleton, PAL, START, TMD, CTBT, NPT, and then the Konami hint line. Yep, call the hint line and jack your parents' phone bill up the ass. Anyway, here's the back of the CD case. So there's the one that you're supposed to see. By him telling you to look at the back of the CD case, that photo at the bottom where he says Meryl, that's the one that you're supposed to look at. So they even scanned in the back of the CD case for the digital version here, but very, very cool nonetheless. So let's go ahead and give Meryl a call. Oh, almost right on. They did not.
Who are you?
I was really impressed with the way you busted yourself out of there.
The one from the prison?
You're the Colonel's niece, Meryl, right?
No, it's not him. Just exactly who are you?
I'm the fool that your uncle sent all alone into the middle of this whole mess.
You came by yourself? You think you're some kind of one-man army?
I don't need lectures. You're just like your uncle, you know?
How do you know my uncle?
We go way back.
What's your name?
My name's not important.
Aha. Could you be Snake? Are you Solid Snake?
That's what some people call me.
The legendary Solid Snake? You? Sorry about before. I wasn't sure if you were one of the good guys.
But I knew you were.
How?
It's your eyes.
My eyes?
They're not soldiers' eyes.
And they're rookie's eyes, right?
No, they're beautiful, compassionate eyes.
Oh, just what I'd expect from the legendary Solid Snake. You trying to sweep me off my feet?
Don't worry, you'll land back on them once you meet me. The reality is no match for the legend, I'm afraid.
Oh, I don't believe that.
Why did you look so
Look at this guy.
surprised when you saw my face?
So much riz, dude.
Because you look just like him.
What a smooth talker.
Terrorist leader, Liquid Snake.
Yeah, you know him? You're not brothers, are you?
I have no family.
So what's the deal then?
Who knows? Why don't you ask him? But first I want some information. You were involved in this exercise from the beginning. What exactly happened here?
I'm sorry. I was captured along with President Baker right after the terrorist attack.
That's okay. But what is this place? I don't think it's just a nuclear weapons disposal facility.
Boy, oh boy, it's just like them. Nobody told you anything, did they? Okay, you see, this place isn't really for disposing nuclear weapons. This base is owned and operated by a dummy corporation of arms tech.
This is a civilian base?
Right, for the development of Metal Gear.
Colonel.
Foxhound and the Next Generation Special Forces were called here for
What
the
a lie.
test launching of a dummy nuclear warhead.
Roy Campbell.
Why Foxhound?
Because they're a special ops group used to handling top secret missions. They figured they could help keep it all hush-hush.
But we must have fired nuclear warheads before. Why just this time?
I heard it was because this was to be a final test before the formal adoption of the Metal Gear program. That's what I heard anyway.
Sounds kind of fishy. So what do you think the terrorists want?
Yeah, anytime I hear the name Campbell, that's what I think of for some reason. The fucking soup.
Oh yeah, that's when he gave you the detonation code override keys, right?
That's right.
Amazing you were able to keep him hidden from the guards.
This line.
Well, women have more hiding places than men. Anyway, you
Oh,
met Baker,
no.
huh? How's he holding up?
He's dead.
What?
Heart attack. Same as the DARPA chief.
The chief died from a heart attack too?
Yeah. Was either of them sick or anything?
No, not that I heard of.
Well, I don't believe in coincidences. Something funny's going on.
Sounds like it, but I have no idea what.
Me neither. Yet. Do you know the person who designed Metal Gear?
You mean Dr. Emmerich?
Yes. Is he still alive?
Probably. He should be in the research lab in the second floor basement of the nuclear warhead storage building to the north.
Second floor basement.
Yeah, that's where his lab is. I think they're forcing him to work on the nuclear launching program.
So they'll need him alive until that's done anyway.
Then we better do something before he finishes.
You're right. In case we can't override the detonation code in time, I need to ask him how to destroy Metal Gear.
You plan to take that thing on by yourself, Snake?
It won't be the first time.
That's such a fucking badass line.
What's the best way to get to the building where the doctor
You could hear her getting impressed by that.
Cargo door on the first floor of this building that leads to the north.
What's the security level of the door there?
5. But it's okay. I've got a level 5 card.
Well, I've got to go save the doctor. You should go.
I'm going with you.
No way. You're still too green. I want you to hide somewhere.
I'm not
Yeah.
green.
Oh, yes, you are.
It's one way to word it.
For just 1 second in front of your enemy and it's all over. Good luck doesn't last forever.
I don't know what happened. I just couldn't pull the trigger right away. I never had any problems in training, but when I thought about my bullets tearing through those soldiers' bodies, I hesitated.
Shooting at targets and shooting at living, breathing people are different.
Ever since I was a little girl, I always dreamed about being a soldier. Every day of my life, I've trained my mind and body for the one day when I could finally see some real action. And now...
So what now? You want to quit?
I can't quit. I can't allow myself to quit now.
Listen, Meryl. Everybody feels sick the first time they kill someone. Unfortunately, killing is one of those things that gets easier the more you do it. In a war, all of mankind's worst emotions, worst traits come out. It's easy to forget what a sin is in the middle of a battlefield.
But this isn't a war. It's a terrorist action.
You're just a little jumpy from the combat high. The adrenaline in your bloodstream is starting to thin out. Just take it easy.
But I learned all about combat high at the academy.
We'll talk about it later. For now, just think about keeping yourself alive.
If I get out of here alive, I'll think about
I love the way the music fades back in too.
Let me try to say this another way. Stay the hell out of my way.
You're a real bastard, just like my uncle said.
Huh. I told you, the real me is no match for the legend.
It looks like you were right. Okay, Snake.
That giggle.
Be a good girl.
We'll link up after I grab the doctor. Then we'll take care of the detonation code override.
Gotcha. But listen, I know this area better than you. Call me if you have any questions.
Be careful, okay?
After I open up the cargo door, I'll contact you.
Yeah, Snake laughing is cursed. Oh shit. This guy's actually oblivious, by the way. Dude, go back that way, for God's sake. That was close. Ah, yeah, the mine detector. I forgot that was in here.
Snake, I unlocked the cargo door for you.
Thanks. Where are you?
Where I can see ya.
Don't move around too much.
Don't worry, I'm disguised in this enemy uniform.
You won't be for long with the way you walk.
What does that mean?
Nothing.
Listen, Snake, the cargo door is like an airlock. It's equipped with infrared sensors. Be careful. If an intruder is sensed, gas is released.
It's so hilarious if you get caught in there too. The gas just fills up and he dies immediately.
You said you'd stay put and be a good girl.
I changed my mind.
Don't get careless. That's when things always turn sour.
Sorry, but this is the only way I can figure out whether or not I'm cut out to be a soldier. I gotta get my hands dirty.
These guys are professionals. You're gonna get yourself killed.
See you there.
Alright, I gotta get past this guy. And like my only opportunity to do it is right here. And I fucked up because I got stuck against the wall. He's caught me all over again, dude. You know what? Here, let's do this. Let's do this.
What's that?
No, dude. Oh, you piece of shit. Oh. Well, that works. Oh, shit. Yeah, I was gonna say that guy's gonna have to go back to his position anyway. Not dead, but he's knocked out. And the camera was staring me down too. What? Oh, what the fuck, dude? That's so stupid. They wake up so fast.
What's wrong? Snake! Snake!
Well, anyways, this is definitely better.
Who are you?
I was really...
MASH, dude. This is actually a really long conversation, too. It's funny if you skip through it, the music doesn't even get a chance to transition like that. All right, cool. Fuck it, I'm not even gonna get the mine detector, dude. Actually, no, I think I kind of need it. Maybe I should just use a stun here. I'm just gonna use a stun. I think it still sets off the alert, though. Dude, he already woke back up? What, are you fucking kidding me? They wake up so fucking fast. This guy is a moron. I'm pretty... Oh, never mind. I was gonna say I thought the alert goes off, but he got knocked out, so it's fine. All right. We are absolutely chilling. This time.
Be careful, Snake. That airlock is set with infrared sensors. You
I
probably
need
can't
that
see them
money.
with
I
your
really
naked
do. I
eyes,
need that money.
but there are
Pay my
infrared
bills.
beams coming
What's up,
out of
Mag?
that wall. Touch any one of them, and the doors will seal off, and the place will be flooded with poison gas. Somehow, you've got to get through without setting off those sensors.
Oh yeah, I wanted to check something. Yeah, it's still not showing up yet. Anyways. It's kind of tough to see this. All right. Need to get to bed soon. Slept like ass the past several days. Catching up to me. Oh, trust me, I know all about that. I've been really catching up on the weekends here lately. All right, so we have the mine detector now, which is important because it shows us on the radar exactly where the claymores are. And here's Deep Throat to tell us about it.
Be careful. There are claymore mines around there. Use a mine detector.
Which is literally just the DARPA chief.
Call me Deep Throat.
Same voice actor.
Deep Throat, the informant from the Watergate scandal?
Never mind about that.
You're not using burst transmission. Are you nearby?
Listen, there's a tank in front of your position waiting to ambush you.
Who are you anyway?
One of your fans.
But if you crawl, you can pick up the claymores, and that's what I'm gonna do. Just so they're not in my way. I'm not really a fan of college basketball. College basketball is like a really sloppy, it's like a really sloppy display half the time. It feels like college basketball is like full of scrambling all the time, because it kind of is. I mean, it's okay, but I'm just not really enamored with like all the March Madness stuff the way a lot of people are. Oh, Yukon won the title, you mean?
Snakes don't belong in Alaska. I will not let you pass. Send him a message. That's right. You belong on the ground. You should crawl on the ground like the snake you are.
Yeah, it's really popular to hate Duke where I'm from. And like people get so worked up about it. It's actually unbelievable how worked up they get about it. So we're gonna throw a chaff grenade to throw off the tank's electronics, and then we're gonna run up and use grenades. They can still use their gun, but it's easier to dodge the bullets if you use the chaff. So we're gonna get up like right here. That was a bad throw. Oh, Jesus. And an important strat with this game is basically just pay attention to what they give you. If they give you chaff or something, then that's how you know you're supposed to be using it. That was almost a good throw. You just need like 2 good throws and you can take this guy out. Oh my god, he's beating my ass. I didn't see any eclipse, no. I just saw cloudy skies for like 5 minutes and then it got back to the normal brightness. I didn't see shit. What the fuck? I ran into a claymore. It is, no, 100%. This fight's harder than the Vulcan Raven fight. Just because you have to be in such a good position, and it's so easy to get knocked over when he's like spinning around like this. See, and constantly moving, that's the other tough part. Yeah, like that's a good throw. That's gonna do some damage. If you hit the direct hits though, do a ton. Like you can do basically half his HP in one shot. I'm gonna damage myself here. Yeah, like people, I remember this hysteria back in 2017 as well. Like people just went absolutely fucking insane over the eclipse back in 2017. Like driving for 6 hours just to go see like 10 seconds of totality, or a couple minutes maybe. Like I get that it's not gonna happen very often, but damn, dude. That was a great throw. Yeah, see, that when he makes that... Oh my god. I forgot that happened, dude. My man's flying. And I'm going to take damage from my own grenade. Yeah, he got ejected, dude. I need another chaff, but I don't have one. That was a great throw. No, never mind. It was only a mid throw. I think I need to go into this, oh. Or I can walk into a claymore. Yeah, that was just a fucked fight from the beginning. You kind of got to get your throws down at the very start or you're going to get fucked. Yeah, you only need 1 chaff, you're right. Yeah, this fight I usually don't have too much of an issue with. You just have to start off right. Like, if you run straight up to it and get a couple good throws in, it's basically free. That's the most important thing, though. You gotta get a strong start. $20.44 is the next time? Yeah, it is. Alright. So you just run. Oh my god. Jesus. I forgot how quick the chaff runs out here, though. That's the one thing I did forget about. Like, it runs out so... Like, that was a perfect throw. That's going to do a ton of damage. And it ejects him out. So we're already halfway done with the fight, you see, just from one good throw. Okay, I think I'm going to take damage from my own. Almost did. That's a good throw. Yeah, it really only needs one more. That should be it. Yeah, that first one was just a disaster. Look at that walk. Fucking Giga Chad walk. He doesn't give a shit.
Well, boss, I hope you are happy. He got the card.
We'll play with him a little longer.
You would be wise not to underestimate him.
What did you think of him?
He is just as you said. In battle, he is as if possessed by a demon. Much like you, I would expect no less.
See? I told you so. But I will kill him.
So, General Ivan, I hear he took your hand as well as your dignity.
Watch your tongue.
Oh, how so?
In the language
That's interesting. I don't know.
Su means snake. It is known as an animal to be feared.
Well, Snake is mine now. When I meet him next, I'll take special care of him.
Not yet. Don't kill him yet.
He and I will meet again in battle.
Same prediction as always?
Yes.
And the screen goes gray when that happens?
It thirsts for his blood.
No, he gets stomped and the screen goes gray. Dude, this rank is going to be so shit. This is probably going to be Elephant. At least in 2 I got Scorpion. But yeah, this is not going to be good. So many rations being used, so many deaths. It's so bad. Alerts being set off. Yeah, no weapons here.
Be careful. You absolutely must not use weapons in that area.
I've already programmed the nanomachine so that he won't be able to, Colonel.
What? What are you talking about?
Have you forgotten? That's where they keep the nuclear warheads. Can't you see them?
Yeah, there's lots of boxes piled up here, but are they all warheads?
Yes, they're all dismantled warheads.
They just leave them here? It's like President Baker said, totally careless.
They're working on a limited budget. They try to put on a pretty face for the media, but this is the grim reality of it.
Nastasha knows lots more about it than I do.
All of the warheads in those boxes have had their detonation mechanisms removed, so there's no fear of them exploding. But if the warheads are broken, they might leak plutonium, and that would be a serious problem.
What is the deal with Naomi's British accent in this game? Or just so it's not, maybe not fully British, but it's some kind of weird like English accent she's got going on. Very bizarre. I'm just pulling this out so I can walk without making noise. All right. Oh yeah, South African. That's a good point. Zanzibar. Yep. That's a good point that I did not think about. See, that's what I love about these games is more often than not, I'm the one that's wrong. And I would prefer that to just the weird theory crafting bullshit. I like knowing that everything has a very specific purpose. I don't have the Nikita. I know where to get it, but we don't have it yet. By the way, I was watching DRK play Twin Snakes. What the fucking shit happened with that game? Why is it so awful? What were they thinking? Is all that the whole time I was watching him play it, I just kept thinking to myself, what were they thinking with this? This is awful.
Watch out. That place is filled with gas. Also, the floor is electrified. First, destroy the high voltage switch. It's the switchboard on the northwest wall.
But how? I can't reach it.
Use a remote-controlled missile.
And then the fact that every single time you call the Colonel after getting the Nikita, he constantly talks about how to control a remote missile, no matter what's going on in the story. I mean, just massive, massive oversights that they didn't think to fix. Really just makes you wonder, like, what the hell happened with that game? Well, that would have immediately set off an alert. You can't see the top of my hair for some reason. There it is. That's all we need for right now anyways. See, like that probably saved us from potentially getting caught right there. Very cardboard colored. Not in this game, though. Alright, so this is really cool. If you use triangle, you can do first person mode. And if you just kind of let it sit for a second, it'll speed up. Yeah, these things can shoot it if you're not careful. All right, let's get some air. One of these has the gas mask in it. Pretty sure it's this one. Yeah, there we go. Doesn't make it infinite, but it takes a lot longer for it to go away. It takes a lot longer for the oxygen meter to go down when you have it. By the way, you can already see some markings. It says keep out. And Hal's lab. Yeah, Hal's lab and keep out, like an actual fucking teenager. Otacon would definitely put those little signs on his door that says, "I'm gaming, do not disturb me." Those little doorknob hanger things. I don't understand why the gas mask even exists. There's like 2 rooms where it's remotely useful, and one of them it's better to just hold your key at all times. Yeah, it is weird. There's some cool stuff with it though. But very bizarre that it even exists.
They were cut by some type of blade.
Hal Laboratory. I wonder if that's where it came from. It'd be cool if it was. Didn't they make Smash Brothers? Oh yeah, they did make Mother. See, a lot of people don't even know that Earthbound was Mother. Wasn't Earthbound Mother 2 or was it Mother 1? And I know Mother 3 never actually came to the US. You have to get like fan translations of it, unless they recently remedied that and finally released it over here. There was a lot of stuff like that, like Final Fantasy 3 in the US was definitely not Final Fantasy 3. It was like the 5th or 6th game in Japan. Look at Otacon with like his Air Force Ones on.
Where is my friend?
What are you talking about? Oh, what next?
Snake.
You're that ninja.
I've been waiting for you, Snake.
Who are you?
Neither enemy nor friend. I am back from a world where such words are meaningless.
Isn't that also the voice of the DARPA chief, George Bird?
Now you and I will battle to the death.
What do you
Definitely sounds like him.
I've waited a long time for this day. Now I want to enjoy the moment.
What's with these guys? It's like one of my Japanese animes.
I've come
So stupid. Gorge Sears, yes. Blue Point nonsense.
It is nothing so trivial as revenge.
How do you fuck up things like that, man? They really didn't care, did they?
Only in that can my soul find respite. I will kill you, or you will kill me. It makes no difference. Fine. He can watch from inside there.
I need that man. Keep your hands off him.
Now, make me feel it. Make me feel alive again.
That was cheap as hell.
Good. Now we can fight as warriors. Hand to hand.
Can't you? Can't you use chaff to fuck him up a little bit? I want to try it. Yeah, you can just cheese the fuck out of him with chaff. Oh, chaff lets you get in a gunshot. Okay. Yeah, it doesn't even do that much. That is kind of pointless. It really doesn't even do that much. I prefer to just fist fight it. It's really good if you get him toward the bottom. Yeah, like down here is really good. If you can get him to do the stomp consistently. That's really good. Like that, yeah. This is the cheap shit. Oh shit, I forgot he double flips there. Oh, that was almost good. That was okay. That ended up being okay. Yeah, yeah. This is the part that makes no sense to me, dude. You can literally see, like, the game just tells you where he is. You don't even need thermal goggles. Like, why? So weird. Oh, you can hear where he goes. Look at this dude. What a pissant. Like the Police Knots poster too. Game that Kojimbo worked on. Bum, 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 bum. I think this is where he starts to teleport twice. No? I thought he teleports twice if you do it. Maybe if you're too late. Alright. Now we just gotta shoot him. Not bad. Didn't even need the extra ration. And we still have one in the chamber. That fight, I struggled so much with that the first time I played this game.
You were killed in Zanzibar.
It's not even that hard. You just gotta recognize like 2 patterns.
What? Not again.
Nothing like being turned into a corpse to make you a masochist, for real.
What's happening?
This is Fox Die affecting him, right? Or does Fox Die even affect him? Because he's already technically dead?
Is it over?
I'll admit, I don't know. I have not a clue.
Gray Fox. Colonel, that ninja is Gray Fox. No doubt about it.
Ridiculous. You of all people should know he died in Zanzibar.
Balls.
He should have died, but he didn't.
What?
It happened before I joined Foxhound's medical staff. They were using a soldier for their gene therapy experiments.
I never heard that.
Yeah, I think the Fox Die just doesn't kill him because of how he's constructed, pretty much, but it does impact him. That's why he goes insane every time he's next to us. He's done it twice now.
He was killed in an explosion in his lab 2 years ago.
So what about this soldier?
Apparently, for their test subject, they decided to use the body of a soldier who was recovered after the fall of Zanzibar.
And that was Gray Fox.
But he was already dead.
Yes. But they revived him. They fitted him with a prototype exoskeleton and kept him drugged for 4 years while they
It's suspicious that she even knows so much when she lied about us earlier and said there's nobody like that in our unit.
That's the sickest thing I ever heard.
Now she's an expert on it.
All sorts of gene therapy techniques.
Naomi, Why didn't you tell us about this sooner?
Because it's confidential information.
Is
Okay.
that the only reason?
Naomi, what happened to Gray Fox after that?
The record says he died in the explosion.
I see. But even if that ninja is Gray Fox, the question is, why?
From what I could tell, he didn't know who he was.
Are you saying that he's just a mindless robot?
I'm not sure, but he seems intent on fighting me to the death. We'll meet again. I know it.
So you'll fight again? Until you kill him?
I'd rather not. But maybe that's what he wants.
Yeah. Dude, what Solid Snake does in this game is fucking insane. If you think about the scope of what he does, he goes in solo. He beats a battle tank, a Hind D, Russian gunship, and a Metal Gear all by his fucking self. Holy shit. And he was a legend before this.
Are you an otaku too?
Come on, get out.
And the entire Foxhound unit, don't forget that.
Your uniform is different than theirs.
You're the Metal Gear chief engineer, Hal Emmerich.
Yeah.
Right?
You just take down quintillions of Metal Gears at that point.
Oh, so you're here to rescue me?
Sorry, but no. There's something that I've got to do first.
Oh, well, at least you're not one of them.
Are you hurt?
I'm okay. I just twisted my ankle a little bit trying to get away.
Well, if that's all, it's nothing to worry about.
The most soy way to get injured while running away. You got hurt?
Information about Metal Gear.
Huh? Metal Gear?
Yeah. What's Metal Gear really designed for?
Did you watch DRK's like 14-hour Metal Gear Rising stream the other day? That dude is a fucking animal. He is such a tank when it comes to streaming, dude.
I already know that Metal Gear is nothing but a nuclear.
I don't know how he does those hours.
Nuclear? What are you talking about?
The terrorists are planning to use Metal Gear to launch a nuclear missile. You telling me you didn't know?
They're gonna put a dismantled warhead into Metal Gear's TMD missile module?
Wrong. From the beginning,
Police
the purpose
nuts.
of this exercise was to test Metal Gear's nuclear launch capability using a dummy nuclear warhead. The terrorists are just continuing the work you started.
No, you're wrong.
I heard it directly from your boss, Baker.
No. A nuclear missile on Rex?
So you really didn't know?
No. All the armament was built by a separate department, and the president personally supervised the final assembly of the main unit.
President Baker?
Yeah. I was never told exactly what they armed Rex with. I only know it's equipped with a Vulcan cannon, a laser, and a railgun.
Only equipped with a Vulcan cannon, a laser, and a railgun.
A railgun, you said?
Yeah. It uses magnets to fire bullets at extremely high velocities. The technology was originally developed for the SD.
Yeah, that game is such a fucking meme. Literally everything about it is a damn meme.
In a joint venture between Arms Tech and Rivermore National Labs. The railgun is on Rex's right arm.
Metal Gear's main function is to launch nuclear missiles. You sure you're not forgetting something?
It's true that Metal Gear has a missile module on its back
It's
that can
awesome.
carry up to
Like
8
it's
missiles, but are you saying
fucking
it was originally meant to carry
fireworks
nuclear
the whole way through. It's cool. But man, is it a fucking meme.
Yeah, but that's not all, I think. If Metal Gear fired only standard nuclear missiles, then they should already have all the practical data they need.
No. Could it be? Metal Gear's co-developer, Rivermore National Labs, was working on a new type of nuclear weapon. They were using Nova and NIF laser nuclear fusion testing equipment and supercomputers.
So they developed a new type of nuclear weapon in a VR testing lab, huh?
Yes, but you can't use virtual data on a battlefield. They would need actual launch data.
Yeah, apparently the stock footage is what was keeping MGS1 and 2. It's going to make it difficult for them to be remade, especially 4. Dude, 4 has so many licensed things in it. Like iPods and Pepsi
president.
A lot of trademarks in MGS4 for some reason.
Terrorists launched that thing. Damn. Damn. I'm such a fool. It's all my fault.
Yep, it is.
The truth is, my grandfather was part of the Manhattan Project. He suffered with the guilt for the rest of his life.
Isn't that Huey?
And my father? He was born on August 6th, 1945.
No, that's Huey.
The day of the Hiroshima bomb. God's got a sense of humor, all right.
From Disneyland to keep the streak alive. Now that's dedication, dude. Dude, enjoy Disneyland. Don't watch this degenerate shit.
We must have the curse of nuclear weapons written into our
But appreciate that streak.
I used to think that I could use science to help mankind. But the one that wound up getting used was me. Using science to help mankind.
God, he's so whiny, dude. I love Otacon, but man.
Enough crying. Pull yourself together. Where is Metal Gear? Where on this base are they keeping it?
Rex is in the underground maintenance base.
Where's that?
North of the
Yeah.
communications tower.
No, 100%. They played into that for sure, Fudge me.
System for the detonation code is there too.
Yeah, in the maintenance base control room. You'd better hurry. If they were planning a launch from the start, then their ballistic program is probably finished. And since they haven't called for me in a few hours, they must not need me. In other words, they must be ready to launch.
Meryl's got the detonation code override keys. We'll link up with her.
If we can't override the launch, we'll have to destroy Rex.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, especially in 2. Good God.
I'll show you the way.
On that leg of yours, you'll just slow me down.
You'll need me if you're gonna destroy
Not a
Rex.
single thing about MGS2 is what you think it is in the beginning.
I created Rex. It's my right, my duty to destroy him.
If you get a chance, try to escape. When the coast is clear, I'll contact you by codec.
How am I supposed to escape from an island?
Okay.
So what then?
I want you to hide somewhere and keep me informed. You know this place well, don't you?
Of course I do. And don't worry, I've got this. It's the same stealth technology as the Ninja. Foxhound was gonna use them, but with this I'll be fine. Bad leg and all.
Good. But I want Meryl to watch after you too.
Meryl, the engineer's okay.
That's a relief.
I want you to look after
Oh, you can already hear Psycho Mantis' theme here.
Close. There she is! Over there! Oh no! Damn, they've spotted me.
Meryl, what happened?
So was that even her talking? Because you can already hear Psycho Mantis' music there.
Did you hear something? Wasn't that some kind of music?
What did she look like?
She was wearing the same green uniform as the terrorists.
Someone did a tray flip front lip down the hallway. Who the fuck did that? That is insane.
A disguise?
She had such a cute way of walking. She kind of
That's like a Yuto trick.
You were really looking.
Well, she's got a very cute behind.
Way of walking, huh?
Yes, we literally have to look at her gyat and listen to the sound that it makes when it wiggles
Disguised as the enemy.
to find her.
We'll have to contact her when she's alone, huh? There's only one place where we can be sure she's by herself.
Where's that?
Don't be so dense.
Another Brazilian. Is it Lawan?
Here, use this security card. It's security level 4.
You're not in pain, are you?
Huh?
You feel okay?
I mean, literally, Fudge me. Literally, that's what he tells us to do. Or he doesn't tell us to do it, but...
I'm glad you're okay.
You're strange.
I'm a little nervous. Everyone else I've saved suddenly dies.
You're bad luck.
Forget it, Doctor.
How is he resistant to Fox Die? That would be my question.
For Otaku Convention.
Did they ever explain?
Like me who likes Japanimation. Japan was the first country to successfully make bipedal robots.
Some of this is from Police Knots.
They're still the best in the field of robotics.
He doesn't have... Oh, yeah, that's right. He doesn't have any.
They did. I didn't get into science to make nuclear weapons, you know.
That's what all scientists say.
I became a scientist because
I want to play Kojima's older games, man.
Japanese animes. Really, it's true.
Lucas Alves. I'll check that out. Yeah, it is, Fudge Me. That's a great point. I don't think he has them because he's just a scientist at this point.
Were created by scientists who wanted to be famous. But that's all over now. I won't take part in murder anymore.
Whatever. All I want from you is information.
Sure. I know everything about this whole base. Ask me anything about Rex or about this place.
I want to play Kojima's older games so bad. I want to play Snatcher and Police Knots mainly. I know that there's like fan translations out there that you can get. And apparently Snatcher is a pretty gory game too if you get the uncensored version.
See you later.
Because they censored it a lot when it came out on Sega CD for obvious reasons. And people say Police Knots is a ton of cutscenes, but I would still like to check it out. I want to go ahead and call him so I can get his frequency committed. Was it 140.52 or 141? Okay, it was 141. Perfect. On the dot. What? No, it was 1-2. I'm so stupid. There we go.
Still haven't found Meryl? Snake, the warhead storage building that you're in has 1 floor above ground and 2 floors below ground. Why don't you search there too?
And then, you know, MGS3 has Calorie Mate, which did Calorie Mate even exist in the 60s? I don't think so. Unless it was developed as an MRE or something during that time. But I don't think Calorie Mate even existed at the time that MGS3 takes place. So a lot of the games have, you know, trademark properties, but none of them have more than 4. Like 4 is just chock full of that stuff. Especially iPod. Like that would be, they're definitely going to have to change that. I bet you they'll just call it iDroid. Like they did in 5. They'll probably just call it iDroid or some shit instead of iPod. Isn't, so the Master Collection Volume 2 is going to be what? Like Peace Walker, Portable Ops, and 4? That's what people assume it's going to be. How did I survive the eclipse? Very easily. I barely saw shit, dude. It was very cloudy here. So the sky got like marginally darker for maybe 10 minutes and then it got back to normal brightness. It was boring as shit. There's nothing to it.
Snake, there's an old Chinese saying, a scholar who cherishes the love of comfort is not fit to be deemed a scholar. Einstein said it another way. He said that only a life lived for others is worth living. That's why I entered MIT instead of Princeton or Vassar like my friends. I wanted to do applied physics, not just theoretical stuff. I wanted to make things for people. The Soliton radar system or the Codex system. I just wanted to make something that would be useful for people. I think that it was the same for Dr. Emmerich too. But he was used like a tool, used to make a horrible killing machine. Maybe it would be better if engineers like us just stopped making things. I don't know.
I used to think Mei Ling had like platinum blonde hair on one side and black hair on the other. I thought she had like the two-tone thing going on because of the way her portrait is drawn, but it's just supposed to be light on one side of her head. Because if you look in the manual, she has all black hair. It's just the way that her portrait is drawn there is a little bit confusing. Anyways, guys. It's been fun coming back, but unfortunately I have to be at work super early in the morning. I will probably be back either tonight or Wednesday night. I'll probably just be back tonight because I want to try to finish this game. It usually takes 2 streams to get through it. It's not that bad. But yeah, just be on the lookout for a lot of YouTube uploads. I'm not going to raid out tonight or anything like that. We're just going to go ahead and call it. But if anybody wants to join the Discord, I always announce when I'm going to be live and what we're going to be playing. There's my 2 YouTube channels. So with that being said, appreciate everybody hanging out as always. And I will talk to you guys, like I said, probably tonight. So I'm going to disappear in 3, 2, 1. Watch that tray flip? I will.